election showdown as the two leaders go head-to-head. A Queensland detective helps crack an international child exploitation case. It's all over Justin Hodges' season-ending injury. The Diggers racing to the South Pole for our wounded warriors. And it's foodie heaven as the Ekka goes gourmet.
This is 9 News Queensland.
Good evening. After a week of shadowboxing, Kevin Rudd and Tony Abbott are about to go toe-to-toe in the first real test of the election campaign. They'll face off in the first election debate shortly at the National Press Club in Canberra, where the focus will be on trust, economic management and leadership. And you can watch the great debate live and commercial-free at 6:30 tonight on Gem. The work of a Queensland detective has led to the arrest of two brothers in the United States on child exploitation charges. The officer from Task Force Argos posed as a pedophile, gathering information which allowed American detectives to charge the pair with the sickening crimes. A drunk teenager has been accused of driving his car towards a police officer on the Gold Coast. The female officer was forced to jump out of the way when the 19-year-old suspended driver allegedly accelerated towards her before speeding off. The police helicopter helped find the van, but the driver ran away. He was later found and charged. To the NRL and a major blow for the Broncos this afternoon. Yvonne, what happened?
Devastating news, Eva. Justin Hodges' season is over after the Broncos' most potent attacking weapon ruptured his Achilles tendon early in the game against the Dragons. Bit of disappointment for Hodges, who was helped off the field. Now, don't forget he tore his right Achilles 3 years ago, and despite his optimism, there must be some chance that this is a career-threatening injury for the 31-year-old. Of course, we'll have a full game wrap-up a little bit later in sport, Eva.
Not good news, Vonnie. Thank you. For the first time, Surf Lifesaving Queensland has invested in new sonar technology. It means during searches, they'll now be able to scour the ocean floor and shave time off rescue. Up next, close call as an out-of-control car careers into pedestrians, teaching the next generation of Queensland entrepreneurs. And the family album caught on PandaCam. It happened in an instant, a speeding car careering off a Californian road, nearly taking out two men and a teenager. Quick reflexes prevented a tragedy, two of them dodging the car by a whisker, the third knocked to the ground. They say it's lucky the car didn't go through the wall, injuring people inside a neighbouring store. It's been Queensland's warmest start to August since 2009, with no sign of the winter chill hitting us anytime soon. Davina joins us with the details. Davina, how hot did it get today?
Well, Eva, we reached a top of 27 degrees. That's 4 degrees above average. It was cooler along the coast, but that streaming sunshine still made for magic winter weather. Now, Brisbane's hottest August day was back in 2009. That was 32.4 degrees. We're not going to break any records tomorrow, but just have a look at this. 29 degrees tomorrow in Brisbane and 24 degrees on Wednesday for the Ekka public holiday. Ipswich tomorrow, 30 degrees. Can you believe that? Now, for the coast, a little bit cooler, 25 degrees for Surfers Paradise, 27 for the Sunshine Coast tomorrow. I'll have the rest of those forecast details later in weather, Eva.
See you then. Thanks, Davina. RNA officials say they're on a roll, with Ekka crowds expected to top 100,000 this weekend. Phil Willmington's in the main arena. Phil, it has been a huge weekend.
It certainly has, Eva. 55,000 people came here yesterday. They're expecting a very similar number today. RNA officials say they haven't seen the main arena look just the way it does tonight for many years. And I guess one of the interesting things about the Ekkas these days is it really does cater for all tastes. Have a look at this. Even the humble Dagwood dog is worthy of careful analysis. For example, this one on the left, it's got an almost production line look about it. You notice this brown, smooth batter. In contrast, this one, yellow, fluffy batter. Bad dog, good dog. Seriously, quality counts.
Award winner. The sauce just finishes it off.
For Wilmington, 9 News.
Happy to report that I've had my first Dagwood dog of the show, and it was indeed a good dog.
Okay, I think I've heard that line before. Thank you, Bonnie. Well, Davina's headed out to the main arena, and no sign of winter today, Davina.
Absolutely not, Eva. 18 degrees in the city right now. How good's that? I'll have the weather live from the main arena next to the Ekka.
Wow, what a magic weekend across southeast Queensland. How good was the weather, guys? Keeping the toughest critics, Hattie, and there were clear, still conditions on the water too. Have a look at these pictures of Mermaid Reef with the most incredible encounter, a nosy giant whale in no hurry to swim away. And why would you go anywhere? The weather is so great. Warm northerly winds in the bay, 10 to 15 knots picking up. We could see a possible shower on Wednesday for the Ekka, but tomorrow should be fine, 29 degrees. And as I mentioned, Eva, that possible shower around on Wednesday for the Ekka, it definitely shouldn't spoil your plans, though. Enjoy the public holiday.
Yes, as long as it's a brief shower. Thank you, Davina. Now here's a look at what's coming up on 60 Minutes tonight.
Thanks, Eva. Tonight, they survived the unthinkable.
I was a 17-year-old kid.
Victims of Australia's worst sexual predator.
I couldn't believe what had happened.
He just left a lot of misery in his wake.
Now, their quest for justice.
The power has shifted.
That's tonight at 8 o'clock. Back to you, Eva.